A mother bear came into town to ask for help. A man decided to help save her cub, and this is how it unfolded. Its heart began beating faster and faster. Fear, anguish, and anxiety prompted it to make a quick and unexpected decision. Soon the whole town would hear about the event, and no one would believe what happened. When speaking about animals, most people believe that they're not like us, that they're just simple living things without intelligence or feelings, that they're just around because they happen to be alive, or that they're monsters. But these people often don't realize that we're animals too, and worse than them at that. Often without feelings too. How many animals have we humans killed? Some for their meat and others for simple fun, for sport. So who's to judge? Well, I'm asking you, who are the real monsters? Who's really the danger to the environment? The story in this video has something to do with this exact point, so I invite you to stay with me until the end of the video. I'm sure you'll be impressed. This starts with a family of bears just passing through a forest. Everything was going fine until they encountered a big, dangerous river. Unfortunately, and as not many people know, many bears lose their lives trying to cross rivers that are stronger currents than they expect. But there's sometimes no other way to survive, be it because of hunters or because humans ate all their food. That's what the bears were escaping. They're not really the evil ones here. When they see a human and feel threatened, they defend themselves and their children at all cost. So this family of bears decided to cross the river. It was going all right and they got through without incident until they got to the other shore. The cub suddenly got tangled in a fishing net left behind by a human fisherman. The bear started thrashing about and immediately got more and more tangled. The more it struggled, the worse it got. The mother bear desperately tried helping as she couldn't leave it there, drowning, attacked by other animals or hunters. Hours passed by, but the mother couldn't do anything but get it more and more tangled up. The mother bear's instinct told her that she wouldn't be able to save her cub on her own. She crossed the river again and headed into the forest. 4 kilometers further, she finally came across a human settlement, a town. The mother knew that humans could probably help her cub, but it was terrifying for her. It went against every real instinct she had in all her life experiences. But she had no other choice to save her cub. She started bustling through the city looking for help when she saw a man. He was trimming some bushes in his backyard when his nearby dog saw the mother bear and started furiously barking. Hearing his dog, he turned around and saw the bear right in front of him. He immediately went completely still. She was 5 meters away. Suddenly, the bear violently roared and went back into the forest in a specific direction. He ran back into his house, fetching his rifle, and stayed by his porch, by his dog, to see if the bear was still around. The bear ambled back into the backyard again. The dog kept barking constantly and the man fired into the air to scare the mother bear away. Again, suddenly the bear released what he now heard as a desperate roar and walked away in the same direction. And then it repeated the action once more. The bear was being very strange indeed. The man didn't know what it wanted and wondered what happened. He decided to approach a little closer and noticed that it moved in a very specific direction down a path in the forest. He was armed and had his dog by him and decided that he'd follow the bear. Warning a few friends, he stepped into the woods and followed the mother bear's footsteps. If something were to happen, he was ready. This went on for a few kilometers, and the mother bear repeating the earlier roar every time he started turning around. He didn't know what was going on until they reached a clearing and he saw the cub in the net. He hadn't realized this was a mother bear himself, and she was trying to help her cub. Without thinking, the man ran up to the river, crossed it from further away, then approached the little cub. He always carried a Swiss knife with him, which came in handy. He used it to cut the cub free of the awful tangled mess of net. He backed off from the cub, who eagerly ran back to his mother. The man crossed the river back to safety again and watched as a second adult bear came out of the trees. Probably the father. He must have been watching, so the man didn't do anything suspicious, and to keep guard of the cub while the mother went for help. The man left the bear family, happy and full again, behind and went back home. He heard a smaller roar and turned back in astonishment as the bears looked intently at him and roared again, bidding him farewell. The man thought about that for a long time, of course after telling his friends, about the intelligence and the sacrifice of the mother bear, going against her instincts to ask him for help and save her cub. The man had always complained that even the locals who knew stories like these happened didn't raise enough awareness about the curious behaviors animals were always doing. Undoubtedly a fine example of how animals never stop surprising us. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our latest uploads.